Yo, what is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Do you guys remember when I posted this clip a while back?
There's a lot of people, there are a lot of short sellers out there that have been borrowing stock they didn't have. In other words, yes, I think there are dynamics where retail investors can get caught.
It was at this moment
but
that he knew.
It's really a dynamic where I think
This news lady slipped up saying naked shorts, yeah, and then her face looking absolutely priceless. We now have a new and updated version thanks to the amazing videos the news puts out of another lady slipping up about short selling and then immediately getting shut down and turned off of stream.
Chris and you, I think, are in the camp that you weren't fooled by that summer rally in terms of a new bull. Do you think it's a rally within a bear market?
We thought it was a bear market rally. You look at what really was driving that rally, there were a couple of different things, right? So the first was a lot of short covering. And when you look, there was that concept of, did we actually, was it actually...
I'm sorry, I've been told we've got to go immediately. We've got some issues. Thank you. Squawk on the Street's going to begin straight ahead. Thank you, Chris, and we'll have you back.
This is pretty interesting. I just wanted to point this out as you can clearly see that they did not want her to open her mouth about short selling and shorts covering their positions. I do personally believe shorts are underwater, but also, guys, if you do take anything out of this video or just enjoy watching, consider smashing that like button, dropping a comment down below, and hitting that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Alright, guys, so the first thing we're going to get out of the way is Ray Dalio's Bridgewater's portfolio. As you all know, a while back in May, this hedge fund actually bought shares in GameStop and AMC. Now, this isn't the most relative thing throughout the video, but I just wanted to state that them as a hedge fund expect stocks in general to drop 25%. And they still do hold an AMC position, so I don't think they're worried about AMC. That's the first thing I wanted to get off my chest. The next thing is this. Adam Aaron tweeted, "My first job at the pioneering airplane Pan Am. I'm excited to go to a museum in Ireland tomorrow with a full-size replica mock-up of the Pan Am Boeing 314 flying boat airplane. In 1943, FDR famously flew on a B-314 on the first ever U.S. presidential flight." Now, if you go down here, shout out to AMC2Moon on Twitter. He posted this, Section 314B, which is the plane Adam Aaron listed off. Now, again, some of these can be far-fetched, but this says, USA Patriot Act, Section 314B permits financial institutions, upon providing notice to the United States Department of Treasury, to share information with one another in order to identify and report to the federal government activities that may involve money laundering or terrorist activity. Financial institutions wanting to do so may notify the Treasury Department by clicking the Section 314B certification link below, yada, yada, yada. So this is the next thing I wanted to get off my chest. I thought that was also extremely interesting. Finally, Morgan Stanley and Bank of America are to have their short selling methods inspected in South Korea per Bloomberg. So their quote-unquote short selling methods are now about to be inspected. For whatever reason, Morgan Stanley and Bank of America. Now, the next thing I wanted to go over, 1.3 days to cover on AMC, the metric that just kind of shows how long it would take all shorts to get out of their positions on this stock. Short interest, 89 million shares, aka 17.3% of free float. This is reported by Fintel. I assume it's more like 19% short interest on AMC, 65% off exchange short volume. It should never be this high, but it has been on AMC. This is dark pool volume. Now over here, we can go over the numbers real quick. 100,000 shares available to borrow with an 18.4% fee. We are losing on the call to put options chain as of now, but I do think AMC is going to get a bump up. We'll go over the TA in a second. 1,000 calls to 10,000 puts expiring in the money. 240,000 short exempt. So they did creep down slightly over the past 2 days, the 25th and the 26th, but they are still unrealistically high compared to other stocks. 500,000 shares available to borrow on GameStop at a 12.6% cost to borrow fee, 50% free float DRS, 1,000 calls in the money compared to 7,000 puts. I am also bullish on GameStop, 11,000 short exempt, so this did get cut in half here. As for the TA side of things, I wanted to touch on GameStop first because I do think with the implied volatility being where it's at on GameStop, and the way the chart is set up and the cycles we've been tracking, now is a good time to grab calls on GameStop, or at least earlier in the day, all in my opinion, not financial advice. Feel free to do so, and also feel free to not do so. GameStop is pretty self-explanatory for the chart aspect side of things. I'm expecting a bump back up to around at least $37 by the end of the week or next week. So that is essentially what I'm assuming is coming for GameStop based off of the chart aspect. And AMC, I wanted to go over this real quick. So I started tracking these cycles on AMC. It's been a while now, but I kind of wanted to come up with the 3 major points where I think AMC has a good time to squeeze. This can gauge when I am personally going to be buying call options at some point around this area. Okay, so I do think at some point by September 20th to September 30th, AMC has a good chance at running over here. The next point is late October, early November, and the next point would be early January. These are the 3 points I think AMC has a good chance at squeezing or making a new high above $72, and I think it's pretty smart to pay attention to these 3 levels here. But as for the week ending September 2nd, I do expect AMC to at least come up to about $10.50 before getting a rejection. And overall, this is the minor thing that I'm looking at as for a setup on AMC. So I do think it has a chance to run here, here, and here. So this is the basic chart analysis on AMC. I wanted to touch on the S&P 500 and BBY as well really quick. So I have a pretty simple outlook on the S&P 500. I'm either looking for 397, as we did get rejected. I'm looking for 397 on the SPY, and if not, if you guys do think we are bullish case scenario, I'm looking for a test on 407. Overall, these are the 2 levels I am looking at. I'm not one to say if the SPY is going to go red or green tomorrow, because the position it's in right now is extremely hard to tell. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a bump up and a test on 407, but I also wouldn't be surprised at all if we just sold off back down to 397 on the S&P 500. Also, with everybody trading Bed Bath & Beyond, I want you to be extremely careful, as we have tracked cycles, and this is playing out to the T with the cycle, and I expect a drop off pretty soon, back down to about maybe $9 or so. Whether that's going to happen before this gap fill up to 1638, I couldn't tell you, but I do think BBY will come back down unless shorts did get squeezed out of their position, but that is my overall outlook on Bed Bath & Beyond. Just be extremely careful if you guys are playing Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, we did go over this earlier in a video, so feel free to watch it. Ticker symbol FAZE. If you guys want to watch the video, it's 2 minutes long. It's on the channel. It's the one posted before this one. But this stock is absurd. 99% short interest of the free float. And all the metrics are in that video. So if you guys do want to see that and do take up on this opportunity, feel free to go do so. But that is it, guys. That is what I got for this update video. Hopefully this helps you guys, or at least you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also get up to get up to 10 free stocks by hitting the link pinned in the top of comments and linked in the description for depositing $100 into Moomoo and trading on there. You can buy and sell APE and AMC, as well as get access to options, level 2 order book, and viewing other exchanges. So that is it, guys. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.